Many people call me the flower guy, and I'm good with that. I like being the flower guy. I like being who I am. It's a beautiful thing, making flowers. Hi, I'm Warren Brand, and I'm the president of M&S Schmalberg, and I'm a third-generation owner, proud to have my son Adam by my side, who's fourth-generation owner of this family business here in New York City. Here we are, the only custom fabric flower company that I know of in the country, so a lot of history here. Any fabric you've ever played with, touched, or worn, we take and make into flowers. Something as simple as a leaf or a garland of flowers cascading on a garment or a hat. It's an actual handheld product that we hand make in New York City. The business started in 1916. Here we are in 2024. I believe that's 108 years. Yeah, 4 generations, 108 years. And we saw times that we were almost out of business, many of them. And we would work Saturdays, and we would work never Christmas days or 4th of July, but we'd work when other people would shut down, because we knew you have to, and you want to work it while the work is there. We call them flower power times. And that, again, is why we're still here. You know, we saved, so when things were shy and struggling, we had breathing room to keep it going.
My name is Miriam Baez, and I work here in M&S Schmalberg for 45 years. I love to make my flowers. For me, it's exciting. It's like a challenge for me. Let me see if I can make it. And when I finish and I see them and they like it, for me, that is awesome.
Do you have flowers in your home?
Not even one. I don't have a flower in my house. I don't know why. I think because I have all my flowers here. You know, I don't know why, but I know I don't.
So, oh wait, here she is. Wow.
Miriam.
My gosh.
These are treasures.
Look at her, like the same like now, you see?
Yeah.
It's not a big difference.
Basically the
Look
same.
at this.
He's got more muscle now.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm not lying. You see things weird. That's it.
My dad was born in 1927 in Poland. His uncles were there as well, but they decided to go to New York, and they started this flower business in a different location than we're at now, but right around the corner from where we are. And in the 40s, you know, when my dad was, I guess, in his teens, his little town in Poland was taken over by Germans and Nazis, and they still didn't believe it, what would come next.
Where did your family stay in Charow?
We did in ghetto. It was a big ghetto. We had and find your own room. They gave us no lodging. They threw them together and they put us in a separate area. My sister was in another group, and everybody else not too far. I couldn't actually see. They took them to a train. So including my parents.
And you know, and he wasn't much of a discussion man about what happened, but yeah, Birkenau was the camp he was at. He remembers seeing his mom and dad walk away holding hands, and that was the last time he ever saw them. You know, so it's crazy. You know, here I am hanging out in Flowerland, you know, living a New York life. So my father survived that, came to America because one day he was in the death march and he woke up with a tap on his shoulder by an American soldier saying to him, you know, hey, it's over, you know, you're going to be okay. And he said to this American soldier, I have family in New York, Morris and Sam, Schmalberg Flowers. And the soldier contacted them, and they did the paperwork and brought Dad over on a boat. And he came to their home in Forest Hills and lived in their attic and come to the business. You know, he wanted to start his life over. And it had to be so hard. I'm sure just like I sleep and dream about our business, he had nightmares that you know, that we should never know from. That's part of what he's given me. that gratitude for the life I have and for the awareness of what he had and what other people suffer through today and in history.
My name is Alexander Nelson. I'm more or less the die cutter. I remember first started 1985 and start like 2 weeks before Christmas, and I'm here ever since. So this is what we call the die cutter. It's like a cookie cutter. I can take this and make it into something completely different because this is endless. They are fit, set. But then I can put it in something else and give it a whole new dimension, you know. So yes, it's kind of an art, yeah.
The way we produce our flowers is still the way that my uncles and my father did. It's really the only way it should be done. These irons that we have are older than me and you. Well, the molds came over the years. You know, we had ours when my uncle started the business in 1916. They would acquire more as they needed them. In my father's time, he would also buy them as he needs them. And then it became where you couldn't buy them because there was nobody making them. Some of those molds are definitely from the late 1800s and came over with my uncles from Europe. We're the only guy left in the flower industry that makes flowers in New York. You know, how do I account it for? I accounted a lot for spiritualness. My dad, that Holocaust survivor, instilled in us to do whatever you have to do, tuck in your wings, sell fabric when needed, branch out your world, because it used to be a garment center business, and now we sell theater, we sell window displays for, retail stores, derby hats, ballets, as far as Australia. There's a famous event called the Met Gala, special event. Wasn't in my wheelhouse 10 years ago or 20 years ago for sure. But for the past 3-5 years, we've been involved in it in a big way. Those high-end fashion houses and the Oscars and the Emmys just passed come to us for the dresses to dress the stars when they want a flower. I came out of college on Tuesday in 1977 and started working Wednesday and never stopped until 40 years later in 2018 and took to the business. I retired 6 years ago, and I could show you things that I made last week when I was here. I still live and dream and sleep this business like my father did. That's not just making flowers, it's definitely artistic. And my staff, Miriam, my great lady who's been with me 40 years, says, Warren, it's different now. She says to me, Warren, well, it's art now. So, yes, it's definitely transformed. I don't know, I'm a sensitive guy, and I think it's just is. It's not that it's fourth generation, it's not a financial thing, it's more of an emotional thing to me. What is a flower guy? Flower guy is a man who works hard, comes to work in the morning, takes fabric and makes flowers and appreciates nature and appreciates flowers and goes out and sees a gorgeous flower that God made and come here and take our tools and kind of recreate it. And I'm grateful to be one.